The Hitler Youth, Growing Up in Hitler's Shadow by Susan Bartoletti. Chapter 1. For the flag we are ready to die. Hi guys, welcome to a new episode on the channel. Today we're going to talk about For the flag we are ready to die. Hitler's rise to power. Just a few days ago in the setting on Monday, January 30th of 1933, 15-year-old militia marshman went to a parade for Germany. And there was Adolf Hitler. The new Chancellor of Germany. He was probably the best chancellor that the Germans think they will ever have. Because, well, look at this guy. I mean, does this guy look like a good dictator to you? Yeah, actually, to the Germans, yes. And now if you look at him, there is a lot that happened here. Hitler's now chancellor, so he's actually the second most powerful person in Germany. So that's a bad thing for the Allies, by the way. And for Germans, they were like, oh goody, Hitler's chancellor. And turns out Hitler was more supported than the president was actually supported. That is crazy because the president actually has the best power than chancellor. But then later, after a year, I'm not going to spoil it here. No, that didn't happen yet. Yeah. So then he established the Hitler Youth, where there were a lot of boys who were brainwashed into thinking of Hitler's own religions, if you can call that religions, that is. And these boys that you just saw in the photograph were those boys from the Hitler Youth. And then there were even boys and girls who went to the parade, and policemen had to stop them from going into the Chancellor's home itself. That's a direct quote from the Chancellor itself, by the way. And even boys and girls, teenagers, were all loving Hitler, and then said, Heil Hitler, which is German for Hail Hitler. And then there were night parties everywhere. I mean, look at this photograph. There's night party here, night party there, and this is in Berlin, by the way. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is in the downtown Berlin. And this is probably the best place to ever party if you're German during Nazi times and you're a Nazi supporter. This is how it works, by the way. Night shift parties were common for the celebration of Hitler. And it was Hitler's birthday, so it made sense why to celebrate on that day. And then Hitler created this new law about radios, where it's called the Hitler radios, where there are radios that are only specifically allowed to tune in onto his own stations. And in this radio, he's actually talking to the whole people. He knew that if he wanted to become powerful, he needed to talk face to face. But for now, the radio was good for political messages for now. And that's how it works. He started trying to undo the Treaty of Versailles. After World War I, the Treaty of Versailles was implied on the Germans, saying this, that the Germans were the reason for the cause of the war, that the Germans have to pay $32 million at the time, and the Germans have to give out a lot of land, part of its land, which is a lot. And then that's how it works. That's how it happened. And then Chapter 2 started, which I will not talk about right now. The public life of Nazi Germany for a Hitler Youth person is not that cool. A lot of people actually are taking seriously about how it's working. But once we find out more about this stuff, I'm just going to tell you here that we're probably not just going to get the stuff, but we're also probably not going to get the meaning itself. If you were from the Hitler Youth, I would say, Mamma Mia, run away. Then that's where I'll end this episode. If you want to learn, if I had anything to learn from this episode and book, I would say that a lot of people actually supported Nazis. And even some girls even supported the Nazis. And it is true that Hitler actually tried getting boys and teenagers and even babies themselves who are like 5 or 6 years old who know nothing about political stuff become leaders or even just officers or squadrons. Wow! In Hitler's mind, to get the support of the people, he needed to get the support of the children, who will later in the future, when they become adults, will shape the future of Germany, which actually never happened. The prophecy of one person actually was pursued, but I'm not going to get into that well. So this is where I'll end this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next episode. Shinhan out. Peace.